Hi guys, Pink Girl here. Hey, listen, I'm just having a work session. I've got some things I need done for another shop that's going to carry my finished products, and I need a massive amount of greeting cards. So I'm just going to work here. I don't really have too much of a plan. I just thought, oh, let me turn on the camera because I can always use a boost on my channel and use some video to throw up there. So throw up. That didn't really sound well, did it? So I'm not sure how much I'm going to be talking. It's just kind of me brainstorming and putting some cards together. The gal wants a variety of cards, all blank inside. Their shop, I think their customers are mostly into like vintagey, primitive looking type of things. Although she and I did discuss some of my bookmark cards, but I'm not going to work on those today. Today's mostly going to be the primitive type look, if I can get that. So I have a couple different size cards. Mostly going to be working in the craft color card. And I have some white card blanks ordered. They haven't arrived yet. So this is one I was fussing around with yesterday. Just did some stamping, and I was stamping on some jelly printed fabric. So I have these two ready to go. And then I have these really cute square craft cards. I think they're 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. So now what I'm doing now when I decided to turn the camera on, it's just going to catch up here with what I'm doing. I'm just covering the front of the card with some kind of background paper. I did some stamping yesterday. I pulled out some cutouts and stuff that I have that I'm hoping I can use for these cards. So I'm going to be digging through my stamps and that kind of thing, inking, and you may or may not be interested in this kind of work, but I thought I'm just going to throw the camera on and get myself some footage for my channel. All right, I'm going to use some distress ink here. And this is a Tim Holtz paper here. I don't even know what the paper pack is called. I've had it for years. I don't usually do too much with stuff for men. And I do have some Father's Day cards that I'd made a couple years ago to take to the shop. And I've got myself a little bit under the gun here because I am hoping to get over to that shop Wednesday. Today is Monday. And that's not so much a problem as it is that I have to log in all my products into some kind of a catalog. So now for this part of the card, I'm just using my tape runner. I should probably adjust my camera a little. Maybe not. I just have one made by Scotch, if some of you are not familiar with that. It's just a dry tape, double-sided. I'm mostly doing these cards to flip up. When you use this kind of tape, you want to make sure you just press it down, burnish it down a little bit. And then that tape, if you just rub it, if you get some past where you need it, you just rub it and it just crumbles off like, little glue boogers. So I'm trying to prep these surfaces so once I start to design and decorate the fronts, I can just, get going and do several at one time. I've got 11 of this square size to do. And I pulled out a lot of my ephemera and whatnot to use on these cards. And you could use glue if you don't have the tape runner. And the reason I do this is just from past experience working on cards. If something doesn't go right and you work right on the card surface, then you've ruined your card blank. Well, I guess sometimes you can cover it up, but it just makes, to me, for a nicer card if I do this. I don't know if I inked this one. I might do some stamping, I might do some stenciling, just see where this process leads me. Overshot my mark there. Now they have these tape runners. They have these tape runners in different sizes. This is, oh gosh, I guess the 1/2 inch size. And if you do a lot of card making or even scrapbooking, I don't think it's supposed to clank like that, but I guess I'm squeezing it too hard. They're really convenient to have. Of course, your paper doesn't warp, because sometimes if you get too much glue on your paper, you'll get some warping. I think I have enough paper cut to cover. I thought I had some red. Here's some black. I like these inkers that have the sponge ink for when I want to ink the edges rather than that linen or that harder fabric that say like the Tim Holtz inkers or the Ranger inkers have. Because then I don't have to put it on another sponge. I can just ink from the box. I usually use a smaller one, but I've put that somewhere where I don't recall where I've put it. I had a piece of red that I wanted to use, and now I don't see it. Excuse me, it's starting to be allergy time here, and I've got a little bit of my good morning grunge going on here. So these blanks are, like I said, were 4 3/4 by 4 3/4, and so then I cut my inserts to 4 1/2 because I didn't want too much of the outside edge showing. Let's see what I got left here. 1, 2. That's a larger one. Oh, Philly, I thought I cut that red. I definitely want that red. Let's see what I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, end of what I'm working on and realize I've done all the other cards and then I've got one left that's not been finished. That annoys me. Here's my red. Never cut it. Definitely want this red. Now this is from a Christmas paper pack from Tim Holtz from a couple years ago, but if you don't tell, I won't tell. I got the right size. I'm not sure. I'm busy yapping. 4.5 by 4.5. Yes. Not sure how much this. Maybe I'll do black. I was stamping yesterday and put some black ink, some stays on my stamp. Ooh, excuse me. I pulled that stamp out to use it this morning. There was still some ink left on it. It was still wet. Crazy. That's crazy to me. Okay. Now, if you have the envelopes, you of course can cut your own card blanks out of cardstock and then just fold them. But I find it more convenient to just, and it's a time saver. They're a little more expensive, but to have them already cut and pre-scored, it's very convenient. Let's see, I got glue down there. Let's put this on the bottom. All right, so it looks like I've got, oh, I apologize for my, goodness, my throat. Oh my goodness, excuse me. All right, now I have to find where I have my stamped images that I did yesterday. Let's see what I might use for these cards. Oh my. Put these on top. I had some bird nests, but I don't know if I saw those. So I was scooting through. Again, my work area is a mess. And I had some little trucks. What did I do with? Oh, there's my bird nests. Okay. Yeah, I got some of those little, two of the little, there we go. There's one little truck. Some paper. I had 2 trucks. There he is. Let's start with these. All right, I'm going to try to just fussy cut around this. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just want a little, I think they call this something. I don't know if they call this comic book fussy cutting. Or you just leave a little edge. I don't know if it's got to be a white edge. And I'm mostly holding my scissors still and just turning my paper. Kind of keeping a constant pressure on my scissors. I wish I could find my smaller inker. But you know how it is. You clean up and then you can't find anything. Or you organize. You can't find a thing. I think I better plug in my glue gun. Well, I mean, it's plugged in. I need to turn it on. I'm going to turn that on. I think I'm going to use some pop-up dots. So I'm thinking I'm going to put the truck on this background. What other background might I use? I might use those 2 because I have 2 trucks. And then I'm going to put buttons. I think I'm going to put buttons in the back. And then maybe just make these happy birthday ones. So here's my second truck. Go ahead and cut this out. Now don't forget, if you find any of this helpful, give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. And if this is boring, just scrub through and fast forward and go to a different portion of the video. So I'll be doing different, hopefully different designs and different ideas. Oh, I could probably put flowers, maybe a bunch of flowers in the back of the truck. Oh, I just had another idea. See, this is what I do. I sit down, I don't have any specific plans, and then as you get working, or at least for me, as I get working with my different things that I have available, it kind of brainstorms. You kind of brainstorm, and then you get some ideas, and then one idea builds on another, and then you just get rolling. I've got some watercolors out here. Let's use the Scarlet. These are Inktense watercolors. And I'm going to just wash a little bit of watercolor on my truck. And I don't want to get it on my other stuff, so I've got to move some things out of the way here. Let's see. You know, everybody loves the red truck. Now I'm wondering if I should cut that window out. Probably. Now, the problem with doing this one may be that I did not use, when I ink the edges, I didn't use a ink that wouldn't run, so I want to be a little careful, a little more careful on this truck. I don't want to have black streaks. I probably could have just cut this out without leaving that edge, but oh well. I could go back in and trim it, but I think I'm going to leave it. See, I don't want to fuss around too much because I'm not going to get a whole lot for the cards. So I don't want to go crazy putting a lot of time into when folks are only going to pay a couple dollars for the card. You know, my name isn't Hallmark. Now, if you don't have an X-Acto knife and you have a stamp like this where you're gonna, yeah, maybe I'm gonna go back on my word here and just cut right around the outside edge of the truck. I looked into this stamp. I think this is a Stampin' Up stamp. I don't know what kit it came out of. But I had purchased a bunch of stamps for resale. And I snatched this one out of the group. Now I'm just wondering if I have any black in my, that's sepia. Wonder if I have any black in my watercolor here. I don't think I want it. Oh my gosh, this truck's so cute. Anyway, I was saying if you don't have an X-Acto knife, you can do this with a small pair of scissors. And the easiest way is if you just make a little crisscross X in the center. It'll be easy to get your little scissors in there in a small space. Just wondering if I need to re-ink. We'll see what it looks like. Now, if you have some kind of silver or brass marker or paper and a little punch, you could probably just punch out little holes to do the hubcaps. Talk about not going crazy. Let me see if I've got, I think this might be black. Yes. Okay, let's see how these are going to look. Maybe just a little hit of it here and there. I think the next time I might need to punch my trucks out on some heavier cardstock. I have to make a list of things I need to pick up. I'm running low on some cardstock. All right, I have a, I thought I had some markers here. I think I want something silvery. Of course, I got plenty of gold. Oh, here's the silver. This might work. Excuse my big arm there. Okay, that'll work. Now, I have a couple of different flower ideas here. I've got a couple of those. And I think I would need something really small. A couple of these that might work. Those. I got to remember if it's going to go in an envelope and if the person wants to mail it, so you don't want to go too terribly crazy. That could look like a flower pot. Kind of a look. That's an option. I think these are too big. I don't like that. Or a cutout. If I have a small these are all really big. This one's a little smaller. Woo! Nope, don't like that. Okay. Now I know I have I guess if I did it like that, it would kind of look, but the leaf is upside down. Need some kind of a stem. Okay, somewhere I have. See, the problem with this kind of project is you end up getting out every single stamp or supply that you have. And once I do a card that has a certain look to it, of course, it's a lot easier. But I'm pretty sure in one of these sets I've got little, oh, I forgot I had those. They're cute. Little fish. Oh, I might have to keep that out. Well, they're not as small as I thought. But I might be able to use a piece of it. I can use that little one in the center. All right, get a piece of cardstock here to stamp on. just realized should make the handle of the truck silver. Okay, now I need my pop-ups. Pop-up dots. Oh, I haven't used this tape before. Let me try that. I don't know where I picked this up. This is double-sided. It's like a pop-up dot, but it's, you know, not. I'm just going to cut off a little piece of that. Now, a lot of times I put extra glue on these, but this feels pretty sticky. So my truck will be up a little bit. Make sure you always have your card facing the way you want it. I don't know what I did with my other markers. I have some really cool markers. I must have them in by my chair. I guess I was coloring. All right, now to find the glue. I don't want to lose my spot. I should have not glued that down yet. I should have glued my stem first. See if I can sneak it under there. I think I'm going to put a pop-up dot on this little fleur. These are not as sticky. So I'm going to put a little extra glue on this. Now I'm going to have to find my happy birthday stamp. See, the wet glue takes a minute and then I forget. That's why I plugged in the hot glue, but I just should use it instead of... Oh, there it goes. I love the center. I love a little bling. Now I have to make sure I find a happy birthday stamp. That's not real big. So that'll be pretty much, I think that one will be done. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use another piece of this. Now, this one, I wanted to do buttons. I know, is that crazy? But I really want to do buttons. And maybe I should use a little piece of cheesecloth for in the back of the truck. I did have that out. I love cheesecloth. And this is coffee dyed. And you might want to keep some on hand that's white, coffee dyed. And I've also dyed some with avocados, which makes a lovely pink. And now the thing about the buttons is that I don't like to use buttons unless I put thread in them, which can also be a problem. So I'm going to use white and red. I just got some of these smaller. Oh, isn't that cute? They're not flat. They're round on the top. Adorable. No white. Gosh, everything I have makes noise. Let's see what I have in here. I don't want it to look like Christmas. Here's a darker red. That's nice. There's a square white. Some of these might be a little too large. Let's just see. Not too bad. Now, normally I would use some kind of hemp. Maybe I should have a couple black buttons. Ooh, look at this button. It might be too big. Yeah. A little too bright. This little guy. Oh, that's a bead. It's not the bouton. Oh, look at this old-timey one. Oh, gosh, I love these buttons. I have a hard time using these. Where'd he go? Oh, he's so cute. Now I want to show you. Where'd he go? Happens to Murgatroyd. It's not that one. He's cute. Oh, I love buttons. Love them. I don't know where that little guy went. Guess he doesn't want to be used. I don't have any small black buttons. That's too large. Well, let's just go with these. I think I'm just going to do white thread. I have to get some more of those little mini ones. Mini. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have any black. All right. Now, this one guy's still got some metal from being attached to the button card. I'm just going to take my little jewelry pliers and snip that out. I think I should have gotten maybe some breakfast before I started. All right, this is probably not the best way to go about this, but I'm going to stick my truck down first. And once I hot glue those buttons in, that'll work okay. Now, somewhere up here I have some white thread. And sometimes I leave the threads stick out, and other times I tuck them behind. I think I'll do a variety. Just the button doesn't look finished to me. Now don't forget, you can fast forward. This is just a video of me at my work table getting items ready for a new shop that's going to carry my finished pieces. Oh, dogs want to go out. I should have put this on a needle. I'm going to use this bigger button as a base. And then put the other buttons on it or around it. A little bit of hot glue. I have some red. I was going to say I should probably get some red, and I don't feel like it. But here, look, I have some right above my head. It's a tangled mess. Now, the shop that these pieces are going to go in, I wanted to tell you, this is called the Scarecrow Factory Country Store in Pittman, New Jersey. And they do a live sale, I believe, every other Thursday from the shop, Thursday evening, around 7 Eastern, I think they start. And they sell right from the shop. And they were live this past Thursday. So I'm thinking it might be Thursday a week. But you can follow them on Facebook, the Scarecrow Factory Country Store. And then if you like them on Facebook, you'll get notification. Well, you might have to click something. I know YouTube. I'm not familiar with how Facebook works in that regard. But I know on YouTube, then if you can choose to get notifications, it's probably very similar on Facebook. They have some really cool things. All right, so I'm going to put a little hot glue on here. And my phone is dinging. Let me just check to see if it's anything I need to address. My niece is learning how to knit. All right, let's see here. Let's trim this. Boy, these little guys. Let me pull this apart. This is thread, so it's got the 6 threads twisted together. My work area is in our 4-season room, so it's the only way out to the back. So you hear that sliding door. I apologize. My husband thinks he's so quiet, but he's really not. He's off on Mondays, so. Well, this one's really giving me fits here. Of course, my nails don't help. Sometimes that little end gets a little fiddly. Ooh. When it starts to sneak through, you don't want to lose it. It's going to take, this takes half my time right here. Now they're glued on the bottom, so those threads aren't going to go anywhere. Let's do this bigger one here. Trying to get out of the habit of licking the end of my thread, you know. I dip it in water. All right, let's see here. Oh, this might have been the little button I was looking at. See how cool it is? I know you think I'm nuts. Well, I am nuts. I'm sitting here threading small buttons for a greeting card that inevitably, if somebody purchases it, they're going to throw it out. Well, I might finish this one later. But you get the gist. Of course, this one has to have 4 buttonholes. I don't want to waste all that red thread either. I want to get this other end through and tie it. I think I wet the whole string. But that's all right. Now I've got to be thinking about my next card. All right, this guy's going to go on, and then I'll do those other ones later, finish them up. So you get the idea. And then I have to get my sentiments. But I'm going to do my sentiments all, at the same time. All right. So they're my 2 truck cards. Now, let's see. I have here. I thought this was cute. All right, let me trim this up. I guess I cut too much paper because every time I get another cutter that I like, the blade seems to go dull. Oh, I got a smudge there. That's not good. Oh, what am I going to do there to... I don't want that on there. That will never do. Well, we're going to do this. Make a deckled edge. Always tear it the wrong way. Tear it away from you, and then you don't get that yucky part. Okay, we're going to ink that. have to figure out how to pause my videos. That's what I have to figure out how to do. It's probably really easy. Now I'm wondering if maybe I need to cut out like a little bluebird or something. That might look cute, right? And then I can put a little sentiment down there. But then you need blue paper. I need some kind of and I need to get out my little cutter machine. Let's see. I've got plenty of blue jelly print plate paper that I could use. And I can get my little cutter plate. Let's see if I can use my small one. Because I always misplace my plates for my large cutter. Trying to find replacement plates for my Gemini Junior. I've ordered them twice. Oh, I forgot. I got to get that in the mail. I've ordered them twice now. I've ordered the wrong thing. Shouldn't be this difficult. All right. So this is a die cutting machine, but it's just a little tiny one. Let's see if I can get this little bird to cut out. I've been having trouble with this. It has a little clamp. It's not cranking through. There's a little clamp that's supposed to stick it to your surface. But that doesn't work anymore. I should have my husband look at it. And it's just, oh, there it did. Of course, now I got it going the wrong way. It should just grab and go. Well, kids. Oh, maybe I'm winding it the wrong way. Let's see. Let's try it this way. No, it's not working. All right. Well, the clamp made a liar of me. Okay. Plan B. We shall trace and cut. Trace and cut. I'm going to need 2. That beak didn't come out so good. These are so cute when they're cut out, you know, properly. Got to give this guy a better little beak. I don't know about that pop of color. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it's really not as cute as it is when you die cut it. Now let's see. I've got some darker inks here. Just do the edge of the bird. You know, these little Timmy inks are great, but you either can't get the lids off or you can't get them to stay on. There's seems to be no happy medium. My nails have really taken a beating this month. Whew. All right, now let me see if I have a little bit of bling for a wing. A bling wing. Now, they were just there. Oh my. Thank you so much. I just have to remember where I put those. I think I have some little teardrop shaped little jewel type things. Trying not to create a total craftalanche. It might be too, these aren't, maybe the ones I'm thinking of are a little too large for that bird. Oh, wait a minute, maybe these guys will work. Here's my little pinchers. These aren't blue. You would get the idea. Let's see. Yeah, these are way too big, but these are really pretty. Look how pretty that is. Oh man, they're just a little too big. And then we've got pink. I don't like the pink. They're smaller, but green. I do have other jewels, but where the heck are they? Where are they? Oh, they're up there. Hold on. See, this is what I do. Oh my gosh. It's just for a greeting card. But you know, you have all this stuff, you save it forever, and you never use it. Half the time it's because you don't feel like rooting for it or getting it out. Now, I'm mostly looking for something other than a round shape. Oh my gosh, how about a real feather? That's another option. A real feather. Oh, kids, I have feathers. Can you believe all this jazz? I mean, most of this stuff I've had for years. You buy it, you only use one or two, right? Am I right? I'm right. Now, the thing is, can I reach my feather box? Oh, phooey. Probably not. Well, I probably can, but I'm going to have jingle bells all over. Because, of course, my jingle bells are sitting on top of my feather box. You're liable to hear a real big crash. Oh, I think I've got it. I've got it. Don't hear jingle bells. Not today. Let's see. I do like those two little green jewels, but I think I'm going to like these feathers better. And I should have blue. Oh, yes. Let me get another. See if I can find another little. Might be able to use a piece of that. Look at these cool feathers, huh? Oh, I love them. I've had a bunch of feathers that don't really need to be out, but they just kind of jumped out on their own. All right. Now I'm thinking I also need a little bit of fiber. All right, making sure my card opens correctly. This I'm going to glue down. Now I buy these needle-nosed applicators. I think that's what they call them. You can put paint in these or whatever you want in these. I like to put my glue. I use Mod Podge because I feel like that doesn't warp as much as regular glue. And then I think I need a little piece of fiber here in my nest. I'm just going to put a little tiny piece. I always recap my glue because when that nozzle gets clogged, it's really not fun to unclog it. And I'm just going to put a little dot for an eye. And I'm going to, this one's already snipped. Maybe I should do that as the tail. Look at that. As the tail, that might work rather than the feather. This one can use a trim. Now, got a little extra hot glue there. My tweezers are bent. I can't really grab a hold of it. Whee! I put my blue away, didn't I? And I think I'm going to use this for the wing. I need a little bit of blue ink there. I put a little, I pulled the paper and pulled the paint off of the paper there. I think I'm going to pop the bird up. I'm going to use a little of my Fabri-Tac to put my fiber in my nest. This is great glue. Love this glue. All right. And then with a little sentiment, you know, happy birthday, or I don't know, I'll look through my stamps and see what I have. Could be a get well. Leave a blank inside, be anything. So I need another, let's see. I have another one like that. Now the trick is going to be to find my other bird's nest that I pulled out, and I don't know where I put it. Oh, I found my other tweezers. Got it. Now see that I know what I'm doing here. My mind's going on my other cards. What else I stamped? I'm trying to remember. What else I stamped? This really could open this way as well. Maybe I'll do that one this way. Just to be different. I'm getting clogged. Some fiber in our little nest. And then we've got the little bird here. Let's see. I'll just take this cute little dotted end of the feather. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. That was too much glue. Really? I mean, really. Glue strings. Look how cute that is. Look how dirty my hands are from the ink. How cute, right? All right, now I need my other gem. Ah. Forgot to put my pop-up dot on the back. Once I get these all put together, oh heavens, I forgot to add glue to this because I know this is going to pop off. These do not stay down. Oh, don't go anywhere, little bird. The glue strings are crazy. Oh, look, I slid my, oh, goodness me. All right. 12 hours later, I have 4 cards almost done. Okay, what am I going to put on these? My other cutout, my other stamps. What did I do with my other stamps? I know those jingle bells are going to go flying. People really do like birds. Mushrooms are popular. I don't know what I'm going to do for that. Ugh, such a struggle. A friend told me how to tear paper so you don't. Here, I'll show you what I mean. See, if you tear it the wrong way, you get this white ridge. If you tear it correctly, you don't get that. I get myself messed up. Now, do I want it like that or do I want to cut it out? Let's see here. I've got a green one. Let me cut this green one out. See what I like better. See, if you cut it out, then you lose the antenna. Of course, you can do something and put other antenna. You can use wire or thread. This guy's got a little head. I don't want to chop his head off. Oop. Now his head's pointy. Yeah, I was just stamping random stuff yesterday, thinking, oh, I could use this stuff on cards. Okay. I think I like the torn one better because it gives me more background color. You know, I mean, I could probably stencil something back there or splatter. Hmm. Wonder how it would look on. It doesn't look too bad either. I kind of like the idea of splattering that. And if I ink the edges, that probably would look nice. Decisions. All right. I do love me some splatter. Splatter. Now the other thing I was thinking, I've got this rose stamp. Now this is on deli print paper. See, this tearing's more of a mixed media type of deal. I've got doilies too. I think doilies will look cute. Let's see. That kind of looks lost there, doesn't it? Not liking that so much. All right, let me ink the edges of this guy. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. This is really grabbed onto that. My poor keyboard. I throw everything up on my keyboard. I don't think I'm getting too much color there. Yeah. I wonder if this one's drying up. Could be. Might have to get out my see, this is what I'm saying. You either cannot open them or you can't get them closed. It's tough for us old chicks with arthritis. I mean, you need them to close tight. I get that, but ooh. This may just be too dark of a butterfly to really be fussing around about it. I wonder if this would show if I do some, probably not a whole lot. I don't use these this much, you know, these different colors. So they should have plenty of ink in them. What would it be like if I'm a struggle. If I took a cotton swab, let me see, which way do I want? Maybe. Yeah. Might be the surface of the paper too, it's just not. Probably if I use the oxide, I'd get a little better result. Or the crayons. Now I can't get my drawers to close. Oh, that's the, that matches that perfect almost. Here, let's do seedless preserves. Just gives a little contrast there. Of course, I took all the sponges out off of the backs of these so that I could stack them better in my drawer. I don't know if you can tell, I do have some glitter. I used some glitter paint on my jelly plate to make my jelly print paper. Love glitter. Love the glitter. Right, this is the shaded lilac that I used in the ink, but this is the oxide. And I apologize, but I don't know the difference. But you can pull up Tim Holtz, and he'll tell you. He's an expert. All right. Now, I'm going to spatter. That makes a mess. So, got to clear the deck a little bit. Cover everything up. Get a few things out of the way. Put my butterflies up there. And one I might just leave. And I'm going to try to control the splatter. So I'm going to do white. Get my little bird die cut, put him back so I don't lose track of him. And I'm just going to water this white paint down a little bit and use a floppy brush. Oop. I shook it with the lid open. Was not the best idea I've ever had. Now I had my floppy brush. There it is. I see it. You don't want it too watery, but you want it enough where when you tap your brush, you're going to get some spatters. Okay. Now I think I would like my I would like my butterfly. See, this is just on regular copy paper, not cardstock. And I think I'd like that to have a little more body to him. So while that's drying, I'm going to glue him on a piece of this craft colored cardstock. This is a new little glue thing I picked up at Hobby Lobby. It's been doing pretty good for me, but it's clogging up a little bit today. Now I save all these little twisty tie things, and I save wire and all kinds of stuff. Now this is really bent up, but I'm going to bend that in half. It never fails. The phone always rings when I'm recording. And I'm going to trim this. And I'm going to just curl these in a little bit. You don't have to do this. You could use thread. You could use yarn. You don't really have to do it at all. Of course, you can probably hear my husband now yapping on the phone. That one I really curled. All right. Now, let's not lose those, Lori. All righty. I didn't glue his tail down very well. And I put my scissors away. Now there's also a little, I guess you'd call it a marker. The brand is called Wink, like you wink your eye. Wink a Stella. And they come in different colors, but it's glitter in a pen. I'll show you. I like the clear because you can put it on top of everything. So I think I'm gonna, boy, that door's really noisy. I think I'm going to put some of that on these wings. Have a little bit of glitter. I guess the neighbor wanted my hubby for something. I didn't trim that close enough. I wanted to try to finish this one up, at least at this point, before it gets too much more noisy in here between the dogs. And it's turned out to be a nice day here, so my husband's in and out doing yard work and whatnot. I may not even upload this, we'll see. Now I think I'm going to put this one on this, and I might put some fabric behind this one. Let me show you the Wink of Stella. Mine is getting dry. I have to get another one. See, I don't know if you can see that. It's Wink of Stella. It's not clearing up. Maybe because it's too... There we go. Wink of Stella. Wink! And it's like a water brush, if you can get it open. Actually, it's exactly like a water brush, but it's got this really great stuff inside. Now this does have some glitter, but I'm just going to put some more because I love it. All right. And I'm going to glue my little antennae behind my butterfly head. And I'm going to want to pop that up, but I think I do want some fabric. Let me see what I have. This may not work. I may decide not to do this, but let me just see, because like I said, I jelly plated some of this and printed on fabric. So this is really cool, but it might not be good for the butterfly. Well, I could do maybe the purple, and I like to tear it. It doesn't always tear very well. And I just want a little bit, I think. Yeah, some of this fabric, I think this was an old sheet, so it tears really well one way, but it doesn't really tear very well the other way. Oh, my husband's outside with my neighbors and the dog's going crazy. I do apologize. Oh, dear Lord. Here goes the phone. Call from Speedway Hunter. Call from Speedway Hunter. Half the time they're wrong numbers. Oh, it doesn't look too bad. All right, so I'm going to pop up this. Gosh, now they're talking. They don't even answer the phone and they're talking. Now, if you have some kind of fabric glue, that's what I recommend. When you're using fabric, because it really does, it attaches so nicely and it's flexible. Not that that's always, you know, a necessity. My little dog won't give up. She's so nosy. I like to fray my edges if I can, the fabric, even if it doesn't fray evenly, because I just think it looks cool. And I'm not going to smash this all the way down. I'm just going to glue it like in the center. I'm really trying to hurry here. My time obviously is shot. I think you only have this problem when you have little kids, but when you have little dogs. Now I also have my spattered background. So I might put a couple of glitter butterflies around and then a sentiment down here. Now I have this one where I've spattered. I think I want to trim this a little better here. I might do some pop-up butterflies. But like I said, my time is gone. Between the ringing phone, the talking hubby, the yapping pooch. All right, well, we'll see if I upload this or not. If I do, I hope you enjoy it and you find something useful. Here, I'm just going to put this down flat and then pop up my other. I have a butterfly punch that's real cute that I'm going to use some foil paper. All right, that's it for this session, this little work session of putting some cards together. Don't forget, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. See you on the next video. Bye-bye.